あれ？
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
じゃあ金庫を開けようか。金庫破りも慣れたもんだぜ。
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
グランストンオークに始めましょう。地図もある。嬉しいね、地図もあるなんて。他に何か見るもの。
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
ああ、主教ハンター。銃はうまいのかな。なんだこれ。おかげで私の人生はすっかり変わりました。どう感謝したらいいのか分からず、この花をあなたに選びました。ありがとう。いえいえ、いいんですよ。そんな感謝されたくてやってるわけじゃないですから。いえいえ。でも、お花はありがたいですね。ぐひひひひ。あ、溶かすってことこれ。え？ なかなか高評価じゃん。
I can hide here.
もうここに用はないな。
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr.
会合がある
Watson,
んで
but
す
we
か。
are
ちょっ
expected
と私も連
elsewhere.
れてってもらえませんか。
Might we offer you a
会合
lift?
に。
You are going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take
Skinny
good care of
kind of
yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Hmm. 現状は特につけれるものはなしと。特に推理は増えない。
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh.
ほう。なんだ？
My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more
どう
closely.
やるんだ？お？
Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope.
顕微鏡で調べる。すげえついたな。
Let us apply care. I need
ピペット。よいしょ。積算かなんちゃら。メチレンブルー、酸性アルコール。
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope.
Virus,
A mycobacterium.
抗酸
It
機。
appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill.
10秒マジでもう長くないのか。
Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from
結
tuberculosis.
核。
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die
この
if
時
he
代
is
の
not
結核はも
transferred
う
to a
死の病。
sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
はいはい、気をつけますよっと。
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
剣がたくさんある。どこの教会だろうこれ。わかんねえな。何したらいいんだろう。
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
何もないんかい。ロンドン界隈から不老者が消えている。うんうん。牛乳の値下げで牛が食なしに。我々人間には仕方ないことでも牛にとってはまさに晴天の霹靂。牛乳価格の低下は周期的な経済変動によってもたらされた事態です。いずれ肉の値段が下がれば牛乳価格も通常に戻ると予測されています。その時が来るまで夕食は大きなステーキを楽しみましょう。よっしゃステーキだー。ザタイム。ジョーンズゲージゲージ京都夫人がセックスストリートにエリーの先に落とされた。パイプを吸った。100キロほど進んで奥さん店に置いてくるとか。最低だなこのジョーンズって人。
I won't disturb.
Please, sir.
何をしたらいいのかわからない。家に帰ろう。グランストンフォーク。あ、そうだ。
A map of London and its surrounding.
Jack スリッパ。こっちか。
That's not the one I need.
ひしらみつぶし。あれ
Here it is.
終わったった。
Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map. Here it is. Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map. Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Wiggins. Does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
衝撃、凶暴、サトス、当惑。どれがいいんだろう。
Oh, Kate, I know what you're like. You'll terrify him. He won't dare to come back here again.
Is that what you think? I love it.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
森へ。いきなり何
？Let's see how long you can stay alive! You won't get far!
Oh, 余裕だな。何？トラバサミだったの？
Is that your blood in the snow?
やるやないか。ちょっと隠れましたよ今。しっかりしてください。
is
リア
he?
クション。
He was poor. This man was killed recently. The body is still
し
warm.
死んでる。
Find him, boys. Find him. Hungry today.
隠れ場所まで遠すぎんか？
Where have you gone? I like to call this the Swamp of Despair! Here you are!
いや、間に合わんやん。
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body.
ちょっと
You won't get far.
隠れポイント遠いな。
Where is he? I'm following your tracks.
凍結のアクション。
You won't get far.
He was killed by a shot to
Come
the
on.
forehead. My God, it's Lord Harrington's body.
マーシュ教の同僚が
My health is deteriorating.
殺さ
I
れ
need
た
to dress my wound.
逃げ切ったようだな。余裕だな。
The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin. This will help to dress my wound. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you, festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
プレマにシャイニング全員一着てた。へえ。最強のシャイニングじゃん。よく狩りをしたって言ってたからこいつだろ。犯人はお前だ。爆発良かったけど、ある系で一回しばけたから満足。シンファはめ殺しちまったのか。どっちにしよっかな。有罪か無罪か。迷う。刑務所にぶち込んでやるか、家で死を待つか。にすると精神病を患っておりやっぱこ 後ろ BD サブ前得。後ろにブースト吹いてサブ前得すんの。打率やいな。無罪してるよい。いやでもな、人殺すのは良くない。人殺すのは良くないからやっぱり有罪。汝は竜、罪ありき。お前は罪を犯した。
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you have already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
自分で殺してもよかった。あいつに殺させてもいいと。ま、因果応報ってね。逃げに見せかけたクソ強迎撃。なるほど。は？低評価3回とかそれ低評価やん。やめて。
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible.
ありがとう。
And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological
決
Institute
勝戦に参
Bowling
加
Club.。
お、
It's an
俺実は
official
決勝なん
invitation.
だよ。
I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
これからちょっと大会出てくるわ。 探偵として恥ずべき存在だ。あの選択は間違っていたと。変装いまいち。変装完了。メガにかけるだけで変装なの笑うわ。じゃあ行こうじゃないか。
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club.
That should be a sight worth seeing. I only hope our charming neighbor won't spot you like that.
さあ行こうじゃないか。
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan Quiche calendar.
Mayan Quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That?
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
なるほどなるほど。さっぱりわからん。
Good luck, Holmes.
The statue of Tekun Uman.
Good luck, Holmes.
Good luck, Holmes.
What a spectacular season. The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club.
クラシック。あれだ。
The first prize, the Mayan Quiche calendar.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Arthur is in the final with you. Mr. Sherlock Holmes. How exciting!
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call
無
me
敵のお
Arthur
母
the
さん。
Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
君無敵なんだね。 俺も実は無敵なんだよな。
Only club members have access.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game?
まあ待て。
I still need some time.
焦るでない。
This'll keep Watson happy.
Good luck, Holmes. So, are you ready now?
まあいいだろう。
Yes. Let's start the final.
無敵の名は無敵の名は伊達ではない。おい、そんなところでいいのか。おい、無敵のアーサー、お前もしかして下手なんじゃないのか。おいおい、下手くそか、もしかして。無敵のアーサー、もしかしてこの競技お下手なのではないでしょうか。ちょっと強いんじゃないそれ。あらー、遠いですね。これくらいかな。これはもうこりゃ勝っちまうな。それで決勝までいけるんだ。へーって感じ。過去最高記録じゃないか、今の最後の一投は。悪いな、俺の圧勝だ。まあまあまあまあ、そんな1投目としてはいいでしょう。 と強かったかな。完璧ではないか。ほう、アーサー君がそこそこやるような。弱いな。何戦目まであるんだこれ。1投目からぶつかる完璧なボールを投げてしまった。うまくてすまねえ。君は相変わらずだな、朝。お前は相変わらず下手だな、朝。ちょっと強かったか。いや、いい感じだな。お、いいとこついたようにも見えたが、残念ながら強すぎるな。甘いな、まだまだ。そんなもんにな。優勝は譲れんな。ちょっと強かった。そんなことない。いやー、これ勝っちまうな。それは強いよ君。遠いよ君。側面行き過ぎだね。ローン坊主っていうのはな、こうやるんだよ。悪いな、また俺の勝ちだ。お、たまにはいいボール投げるじゃないか。
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Let's go home.
Let's go home. 見た俺の試合見た 俺のこのうまいローンボールズの腕前見た？見たおじちゃん。
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
うわさ、どうだ俺のローンボールズの腕前見たか？お前とは大違いだろう。素人が決勝戦まで出れたこと、運が良かっただけのようだな。さあ、お家に帰ろう。
Daddy?
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
めっちゃ笑うやん、お前。
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
ピアノか。ピアノはいいぞ。ピアノはいいが、お前に教えさせるべきか。ちゃんと専門の人に教えてもらった方がやっぱりいいと思うんだ。ピアノ自体はいいが、教育方針も理由に断る。突っぱねる。
Poor choice of instruments. I hate the piano. I'd rather her not.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
「正式な場に行くのであれば帽子は必要だな。マヤ、グアテマラ。有名だね、マヤ文明。テイク、ウマン。
Here it is.
Statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Pshaw. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really?
事件だと。
And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There.
なんだと。
Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
殺された。
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside. You're still here?
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
石像が、銅像が走るわけないだろ。何を言ってるんだお前は。粗悪品。あまりいい宝石じゃないってことか。元軍人なのか。奥さんいるのか。
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
完全に貫いてやがる。
Money was left inside the wallet. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols.
マヤの記号。
The case is scratched and dented.
8時50分。
Tissot watch. Swiss.
スイスの基礎時計。
1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. Traces of metal on stone.
金属の痕跡。石像、銅像が動いた跡が。
The iron mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
台座から外され、こっちにガーっていったと。
A piece of the statue's mounting rod.
取り付け棒が壊れ、こっち
Pieces
に
from
落
the
ちて。
pedestal.
取り付けてあったものが落ちた。
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
You're still here?
まだいたのかってひどいな。
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
んなことがあり得るのか。
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more. You're still here?
いやー、ほんと笑えちまうよな。象が人を殺すの。赤銅像が人を殺す
A
なんて。
murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, calm down.
おお、犯罪者の顔がたくさん。本物の写真かな。
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. Money was left inside an ordinary pencil. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
やり手か。
The Mayan calendar. Here's... Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.親なんだから死んでんだわな。
耳みたいな形とか。
Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy.
おう、一発でき
It's
た。
not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
めっちゃ腫れてんじゃん。
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
貫通してる。
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
病気。
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant. These scars are old.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
キーボード操作もむずいな。
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club. It's a...
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest. A murder.
キーボード操作むずすぎ。
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue spear.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
借金にしてる。借金にならない程度に借りなよ。
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. I wonder who this man is. Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Bromsby's collection.
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
よくわかんない仮面。これは石仮面。柱の人。柱の男の仮面か。
The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
純金でかいね。このサイズの純金はすごいね。
It appears. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut.
綺麗にカットされてんな。
These antiques look quite valuable. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Ah, well, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death. A murder at my club? What a disaster!
The statue of...
家に帰る。さっきなんか写真撮った。
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. I need a... Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. but it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America. Brilliant, Watson.
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
でかしたワトソン君。
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. That's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
No, yan tayo kaya niya pa ka. ゲーム落ちたんだけど。嘘やろ。 俺は呪いなんて気づいとらんよ。
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
Yeah, Marty.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Gumballs Road, Keaton Street.
Keaton Street.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
Grub Street どこ?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Gumballs Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
あ? なんだてめえ.
Cranny Street. Grub Street.
あった、グラブストリート。
A drawing of Takunu Man.
開けちゃおう。
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
目覚まし時計。
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. There were two large boxes. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
あ、そうですよね。無理ですよね。おお、熱い熱い。888だな。
Horse of Pedro Alvarado.
ペドロ・アルバラードなんだ。でっか。こんなの潰されたらしい。
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
fresh scratches. Something large and heavy was dragged here. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tikkun Uman's statue.
危なくねこれ。
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Tikkun Uman.
もしもーし。
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Hmm. 迷信深い。
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tikkun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tikkun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless, even in the beyond.
この世すら超
There
越
is no
的。
escape.
何を言うとんねん。
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go?
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tikkun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tikkun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago.
俺は悪くねえ。俺は悪くねえ。
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tikkun Uman. Who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tikkun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tikkun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Tikkun Uman. 特に意味のない教師。ピアノ。
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh,
Watson.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to...
人の手紙を読んじゃいましょう。
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. I need some... That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. My analysis table. It's useful for my work. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
お前怪しいな。
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him. But you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
お医者さんの格好をしなきゃ。医者っぽいひげにしとくか。こんな感じの医者いるな。楽天カードマンかな。メガネ楽天カードにしたら楽天カードマンじゃん。 よし、医者っぽい。
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
Patients...
May I help you?
Department... That isn't our man.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Checuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
白々しい演技しやがったよ。
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
クストリート 2121D。
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Chinese tobacco.
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
家を見つけるならもう地図を見るしかない。服を変えよう。ホームズといえばこれだよ。やっぱこれよな、ホームズといえば。
Did you find Albiet's house on the map?
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albiet is hiding. We know that Albiet paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together. Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK. Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albiet's flat.
行こうじゃないか。
What should we do next, Holmes?
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Please help!
その扉を壊せ。
This table could serve as cover.
ボタンが分かりづれえ。なんで Xbox のコントローラー扱いなんだよ。プレステのコントローラー使ってんだからちゃんとプレステのコントローラーで表示してくれ。
This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Watson, cover me!
どんな人が矢打ってきてんだよ。分かりづらいボタンが PX なのか。
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. Our assailant escaped using this rope. A statue was once here. Now it's missing. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago?
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. My very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it.
鼻で笑っ
It was my curse to fade away little
た。
by
テク
little.
ウマ
Tekunuman's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias's murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly, I
彼
heard
に
that
ふ
he
さわ
was
しい
killed
し
with a spear.
ほう、なんでだ
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would
アド
have
レナ
been
リン
the
だと思
hunter?
う。レナリ信者かお前。
Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate. Well, thank you again for saving me.
お前レナリ信者か。開けましょう。箱の中に箱。札幌本日をもってアルベイト大工、そして馬横断網を解放し、その子孫に至るまで完全な権利をだ。解放、奴隷ってことか。辛いだろう。君を守るための決断だと分かってくれ。この状態で現実の世界を守れると思うか。遠征に失敗し、奴隷として生きていた誰かに暴かれた息子の名前に一生の汚点を残すことになる。私の思い出はテクン馬神殿にとどまるべきだ。最後に君と会うために戻ってきたコレクション。私の考古学研究者として生涯の証とともに一人で知ったこと。土地を管理している友人が財産売却の世話をしてくれる。君は全財産を受け取ることができるだろう。どうか幸せになってくれ。私の死をもって君は解放される。埋葬の手配は済ませてある。さようなら、愛しい人。どうか私を許してくれ。これで君は幸せな人生を歩むことができる。それが私のたった一つの望みだ。悲しいこと言うなよ。
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
家族の写真の入ったロケット。
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. This model forms a part of another, larger model. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
ちっちゃ。
This bed is very small.
赤ちゃん用のベッドかな。お、ガネーシャ。
What should we do next, Holmes?
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albiet, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekunuman's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my
神殿
visions.
には入れなか
I
ったって
was
言って
too
たよな。
weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
入れなかったって言ったけど、入れとるやん。小さな子供に殺すの力はないだろう。じゃあこっちだろう。小さな子供にそんな槍は投げれんよ。想像力を働かせるだけで作れるわけねえだろ。何言ってんだ。そろそろ一旦探偵作業は終わるか。疲れたな。今日の探偵作業は終了。